And so hopefully this year, this summer, 2025 is a summer of getting things done. And we're on that track. Uh, we want to be producing food from the garden. This is our first garden here in Tennessee, and we're going to see how it goes. It's trial and error, and so we'll see how much sun we get. I know the soil is going to be decent enough, but we'll see how much sun we get, and then that way next year we know what to concentrate on and what not to concentrate on. We know what trees to take down, and we don't want to just go whacking trees down. And so a year of plenty, a year of harvest, and we'll see. We got the chickens. Well, Billy's got the chickens producing really good. They're healthy. I don't know, probably a total of 20 something chickens in all, are close to that. They're producing. Some are not producing eggs yet. They're still really young. There they are, folks. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a half a dozen. There's another one in a pen by itself because the hens are picking on it. But we've got a half a dozen, about 6 Rhode Island Reds in here. And as you can see, Billy has got a nice little setup. She keeps it really clean and very, very taken care of for sure. She keeps it nice, and so she's got it going on. She's got these things producing eggs, and that's what we want. And they're doing good now. She's got about, I don't know, she got like maybe 12 or 20. I don't know. She's got several more chickens. They're still really little. She got them on her back porch, but they're just about ready to put in here. So yeah, the garden's going. We've got stuff growing down across the road where it does get full sun. That'll be more for trees and what have you over there. More and more self-sufficient as time goes on. That's what we want. Let's go take a look at the garden. Well, the garden isn't real big, but it's big enough for our first garden this year. I got to kind of clean it up. The storm caused a mess. Anyway, so I don't remember what everything is. I'll remember. Let me get down here. Oh, they're going to be excited. We've already got our cucumbers coming up. These are cucumbers. So we've got a row of cucumbers here. Oh, they're coming up. Kids are going to be so excited. Let me get this mess out of here. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, no, these are beans. Sorry. Hello. Yeah, these are green beans. Blue Lakes. Then I'll put a fence up here, and they'll grow up the fence. I might do that today. These are potatoes, of course. Yeah, kind of crazy how they're doing. Little late to plant potatoes. We did plant them late. Kinda. These, anyway. I like planting potatoes early. They'll still do good. So, yeah. Potatoes. And then we've got some peppers in here. Mushrooms growing now. Our mushrooms, shiitake and oyster mushrooms, are producing, but very slow. And we'll see what happens. I believe it's going to be pretty decent. So we got those going. Well, look at that, folks. That oyster mushrooms are coming out really nice. So, yeah. There's a dead one. Yeah, good. Pretty good. Alright, so the shiitake aren't doing quite as good as the oyster. Now I have gotten some shiitakes, but they are just not putting out yet. They will definitely put out. But I picked a couple the other day. Ooh, I see one. I haven't been keeping an eye on them, so that's part of the problem. Alright, let's get in here. Poison ivy. Oh, looky there. See, I missed them. Waited too long. Look at that. Oh my, ants all over it. Let's get rid of those ants. We ain't having all that. Get rid of them ants. Can't have that. Go away. What else we got here? Anything? Nothing. Alright. Ooh, something been chewing on that. Alright, so I think we're going to just leave the coverings off. They're starting to produce. I think they'll do way better if I pull this off. We also want wild edible harvest this year, and it's coming for sure. I haven't started harvesting yet as far as drying and storing, but I do harvest every morning for my tea. And as you can see, blackberries coming up everywhere, but I do a leaf harvest, berry harvest, seed harvest, whatever the case may be as far as wild edibles go. I do that every year and store it away, put it in jars, and use it. So I'm already out of blackberry and blueberry leaf, so I'm going out and getting fresh, and I have to start harvesting those for this winter. And I do drink tea every morning, and every morning it's green tea with some sort of wild edible in it. Yeah, so we'll see. I'll be harvesting spice bush, blackberry, blueberry, sassafras. It just goes on and on. All right, folks, so just some of what we've got going on here. We've got 100 projects going, none of them even close to being finished. Yeah, it's just how it is. So trying to do food production, get basically a homestead going, keeping work going, building a workplace, a place where we can park, maintenance, work on, repair equipment, vehicles, that sort of things. Our vehicles, our equipment, it's all entering into it's used, and so nothing's brand new anymore, and it's entering into that repair phase where, you know, things break, things go wrong, things wear out, things are getting older, and so we've got to build an area where we can work on things, and that's what we're doing here. It is an absolute mess. That's why we built the shop, and that's why you see all of this here. Kind of crazy looking right now, but it will come together hopefully by the end of summer. But just kind of going over it, as you can see, start a project, leave it, move on to another project. That's what we do. So, yeah, building an addition already onto the shop. And so I want to get this dried in before I side this, and we will side it with what we cut on the sawmill. We'll do board and batten, and I do have to take this tree down, although if this tree falls, It's not going to hurt the shop unless it kicks back, and I don't believe it'll kick back. I'm going to cut it down this summer. But anyway, so I don't want to put siding on anything until I get this dried in, the addition. And so we're going to be working on the shop today and the post. So some of our posts that are holding up the shop are still temporary, and so I'll be replacing a couple of those today. I'll give you a tour in just a minute, but let's talk about what we got going on out here. Anyway, so you can see I've got a cooker set up out here. It's when we're in the shop and we want to cook something up, we can come out here and cook it up. It's mainly for making homemade laundry soap, which we will do a video of soon. Anyway, so reservoir for the pressure washer. We got a pressure washer here that is just a beast of a pressure washer. And this is the reservoir for it because, well, this thing sucks up several gallons a minute. Maybe 8 gallons a minute, 6, 8, I don't remember. Anyway, too many gallons a minute for the spigot to handle. So we need a reservoir for that. Now this stuff is all made to sit outside, so this will never be covered up. And of course the air compressor needs to have some sort of covering over it, and that's what we have here, plastic. But anyway, so the air compressor, of course, and then we've got the red hose as the air hose. It's usually wound up on this reel, but I've been using it, so it's nice to have an air compressor. You just grab it and air up a tire or blow out maybe a radiator or an air filter or something. So nice to have, folks. It just easy peasy, makes life so much more simpler. Same with the pressure washer, washing things, blowing dirt off the machines, cleaning off a trailer, whatever. So air reel, pressure washer hose. There's our wands for the pressure washer. And this setup here is not complete. I've got a little pump back here and a shop vac down there. I've got to put a lid on this here, make a lid. And that shop vac is a shop vac. We'll be using it to clean out vehicles and whatever. It's like leaves get stuck in crazy places on the excavator, and they need to be sucked out. And because, believe it or not, in certain areas on that excavator and that John Deere, it could be a fire hazard having those leaves in certain areas. And so I'll get an extension for this hose, and it'll be about a 16-foot hose where we can do that sort of thing. This reel is for the hose that hooks up to that wand. And this will be to put soap on or soft wash or whatever, just via that little pump I just showed you. I moved the generator over here because the split tree could fall on it. It was sitting right under it, so we moved it over here. Sorry for the breathing, but my nose is stopped up. Allergies are absolutely horrifying. Cicadas, flying cockroaches, storms. Yeah. A summer to remember, folks. So everybody's sick with allergies. 13,000. It's awesome. It'll run the shop. It'll run the house. And I will bury extension cord to the house. I will bury an extension cord to the shop. And yeah, it'll do them both. It'll run them both, so that'll be awesome. I will pour a slab and build just a small house. I need the house big enough where I can pull start it, but it is electric start, and it's just going to be nice when the electricity goes out, which it did the other night when the storms hit. Wee hours of the morning, it was out for about 5 hours, and this will make it way easier and way nicer. And then we've got the portable pressure washer slash jetter that sits out here. I got to do something with the brick tile stone cutter there, but just some of what we got going on, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. We just got so many projects, folks. So many projects. So still need to build a base for the sawmill. I would like to keep the sawmill here, build a structure, have a back wall, way on back, have a back wall, and to help block some of the sound and help protect it, because all the rain and all the storms come from this direction. Well, let's just go ahead and do a quick tour. You've done one before, but I've added a couple of little things to the shop to make it comfortable, and we'll talk about those things right now. Fridge, which I believe it was in here before, coffee maker, microwave. There's the little propane cooker. Now, these, I've got about a half a dozen of these, and I use the 20-pounder with these two adapters. There's two adapters there. I use a 20-pounder to fill these up, and it is like 60 cents to fill one up. Now, I don't get them all the way full. It takes too long. It's too much work. I get them about half full, which is about 30 cents worth of propane. But that's enough. It'll last 2-3 hours half full. So, yeah. Does good. Anyway, little buddy heater. We've got the diesel heater, which this has just worked out so good. And believe it or not, it is in the 80s today. It was 86 yesterday. And I'll be turning this on this week, because it is supposed to get down to 49 one evening. And if I'm in here, I'll crank the diesel heater up. Yeah, so this is the clubhouse / shop. Yeah. Oh, something else is new, and that's the CB radio. Now, this is my catch-all right now. It's the kids' catch-all as well, as you can see. Everybody puts their stuff on this table for now, so we try to keep the floor clear and this counter pretty clear. That way we can do what we need to do there. But I'm fixing to stock this thing full of food, actually. Popcorn mainly for the kids, but popcorn, treats, things like that. Probably crank up the refrigerator at some point this summer. Well, probably right when the kids get out of school. We'll stock it full of their drinks. We'll have water in here. The whole works. Now, this kitchen sink is ran off of a water hose. Sorry, folks, my allergies are killing me. The whole place is ran off of an extension cord, so big, thick one. Anyway, so I did install this CB radio. It's a CB radio with a weather station on it. I am going to get another shortwave radio and set it over here. This is battery. I've got it hooked up to a battery underneath the shop. I've got an antenna out there. The same thing will happen with the shortwave. I just feel like having some stuff totally on battery is the smartest thing to do. We've got it on. Let's put it on weather.
Sunny, 78 degrees. Once again at Knoxville's McGee Tyson Airport, it was partly sunny. The temperature was 79 degrees. This is NOAA Weather Radio, the voice of the National Weather Service, simulcasting from both Sharps Ridge in Knoxville on WXK 46 and on WMG 732 located on Cross Mountain near Love Follett, with content originating from your
So
national
this thing is in there
office in
snug,
Morristown, Tennessee.
real snug.
Synopsis. Today will be dry for much of the area, but a few locations across southeast Tennessee may see a shower or thunderstorm.
So this is my scale. So what I do when I fill up the propane bottles, I weigh them so that I don't overfill them. And the can is 1 pound, and I believe the propane is 1 pound. So, yeah, works out good. I'll put stuff in here, stuff I don't use all the time, and that way I got it out of the way. That's why I built this, just so I could put this on it, the shortwave on it. Still have room to shove some stuff underneath it. Yeah, and then I'll eventually clear the table off. It'll be for eating and whatever. So, yeah, that is it, folks. We got toys. We've got all kinds of stuff in here.